Hello everyone, my name is JP O'Reilly, the leader of Penguin Power, and we're coming back once again with another Matt and Muscle Pro Wrestling debut show match from Breaking the System in January of 2020. And we have a classic one here, folks, as the local main legend Eric Johnson is taking on Osirus. And it's starting off hot here, folks, as Osirus and Doc Ozone beating down the main legend himself. These two, or I should say these three, have had quite the classics over the many, many years of professional wrestling in a lot of different places. And we wanted to bring you that classic matchup that everyone loves to this day, right here in the state of Maine. And Eric Johnson getting on the good side here. Osirus and Doc Ozone on the outside, taking a break. It looks like Doc Ozone is hurt. Looks like Eric Johnson hurt his pride more than his chest. Osirus is, I would say, cuddling with Doc Ozone here, ensuring his safetyness. Doc Ozone really, I don't think, should be anywhere inside of the wrestling ring, but more or less on the outside, being the cheerleader that he is. And Eric Johnson patiently waiting inside of the ring for Osirus to get back in so they can begin this contest. Osirus rolling back in. Looks like he doesn't want any of Eric Johnson's time. Well, who's to blame him? Eric Johnson, a lot larger than Osirus here. And Osirus just still checking on, wasting Eric Johnson's time. Eric Johnson might be getting fed up here, and Doc Ozone just mingling with the fans here. Osirus is rolling back in, wasting more of Eric Johnson's time. And Osirus just assuring that Doc Ozone is okay, so he can be in this matchup. And Eric Johnson has gotten out of the ring, folks. He's coming up behind Osirus. And Osirus and Doc Ozone with a headbutt. Both men on the floor. And Eric throwing Osirus back onto the ringside apron. And Osirus is trying to crawl away from the main local legend, cowering here to the front row. And Eric Johnson with a big punch to Osirus in the face. Eric Johnson toying here with Osirus and throwing him finally back into the ring after a couple minutes of just cat and mouse play. What does Eric Johnson have in store for Osirus? It could be a plethora of things. Eric Johnson picking up Osirus for a big body slam. Reeling off the ropes here with a big knee drop. He goes for the pin here with a 1, 2. Osirus kicks out at 2. Eric Johnson, again, being labeled as the main local legend, been wrestling for over 15 plus years. Has made his mark here locally in the main state of Maine. Osirus is back up on his feet. Goes for a swing at Eric Johnson. Eric with a big punch. Picks him up for another body slam and he reels behind him. Osirus off the ropes. With the kick to the knee. Has Eric down on one knee. What does Osirus plan to do? The biggest advantage that Osirus could have is to keep Eric Johnson off of his feet as much as possible. Osirus off the ropes and jumps onto Eric Johnson's back with a kind of like a famous there. It's a unique way there. Go for the pin. 1, 2. And Eric Johnson kicks out at 2. Osirus has to keep on Eric Johnson if he wants to win this match. He has to keep him down off his feet, but gets him back up, hits him into the corner. Eric Johnson barely holding it together here on his own 2 feet. And Osirus has him plugged up in the corner with big shots to the chest and the stomach. Oh. The crowd is reeling behind Eric Johnson this evening. Osirus with a big kick to the side. Oh. Osirus with a large background of heavy kicks and heavy punches with a boxing-like strategy. Choking Eric Johnson in the corner here. The ref giving him the count as Doc Ozone comes in with a choke and the ref doesn't see it. A blatant cheat by Doc Ozone. He's still choking him. The ref doesn't see anything. He rakes him in the eyes in the end. What a nasty look on Doc Ozone. Osirus preying on Eric Johnson now. Eric Johnson might not know where he is at the moment. Oh, and a quick shot to the gut. Eric Johnson fighting back here on Osirus. Oh, and a kick by Osirus knocks Eric Johnson back down to the mat. Osirus now getting up on the second rope, looking up for something big here. What is he going to do? Eric Johnson back on his feet, and a big punch to the dome knocks Eric back down onto his back. If Osirus is smart, he'd go for a pin here. He does. 1, 2, and a kick out by Eric Johnson. He's going to have to do a lot more than that to get Eric Johnson down for the count. Osirus choking Eric Johnson in the ropes here. Referee giving him the count, but he doesn't notice Doc Ozone. Oh, Doc Ozone punches Eric in the face. Eric Johnson is crawling, trying to reach for something. And Osirus keeping him down here. A few punches to the head. He's going for a pin again. 1, 2, and a kick out again. Osirus looks like he's not sure what he has to do anymore. Trying to get the crowd behind him, but the crowd is having none of it. The crowd is definitely on the main local legend side. And Osirus sizing him up. Eric Johnson has him up for a big old body slam with 1, 2. Oh, so close to a 3 count. I don't know if Osirus is trying to go for leg scissors or what. Main local legend back on his feet. Oh, the bell rang. I don't know why the bell rang. The match is still going on for sure, ladies and gentlemen. This match has not ended yet. Osirus back up on his feet as he dodges out of the way of Eric Johnson's splash. And Osirus has a hold of Eric Johnson's arm here. As he planned to pull that arm out of the socket. And down he goes, kind of in an armbar-like situation here. Eric Johnson telling the referee he does not quit, he does not tap. And Osirus modifying his arm hold here. Definitely has him secure in a place. Eric Johnson is reeling in pain here, folks. If he can get the crowd behind him somehow, muster up that energy, muster up that strength. Osirus is pinning him down very, very hard here. Has him on his belly. As Osirus thinking here. Oh no, and a kick to the arm. Trying to eliminate any leverage that Eric Johnson can have whatsoever in this matchup. And Osirus stalking Eric Johnson from behind. Eric doesn't know what is coming to him, and a swift kick to the thigh. Osirus slowly pulling up Eric into a snapmare. And Osirus just mocking the crowd here. The crowd is there solely behind the main local legend himself. Not feeding into Osirus' ways. And Osirus with a stiff kicks to the back of Eric Johnson. telling the crowd to be quiet, but they're getting louder and louder. Oh, and another stiff kick to Eric's back. Eric mustering up, trying to get some sort of leverage on his feet here. Osirus backs him up into the corner with a few stiff shots. Osirus running from across the ring, and Eric Johnson with a forearm. Coming in with a big boot. Osirus is dazed and confused. Oh, a big ol' lariat turns Osirus inside out. Can he go for the cover? One, two. Oh, and Osirus kicks out. Back and forth these two men go. It's anyone's game here, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. Eric Johnson picking up Osirus. Osirus just coming back with a fury of shots to the face and the chest. Runs off the ropes. And Eric with a flying forearm back elbow. Eric screaming. Pulling himself to his feet. Osirus in a precarious position here. Turns around with a punch to the gut, punch to the face. Osirus falls back in with a swift punch. Osirus picked up. And a beautiful suplex. Both men down for the count here. Can one of them muster up for the count of 10? Eric pulls Osirus back. He's gonna go for the pin here. The referee not paying attention at all as Doc Ozone is on the apron. Eric Johnson notices Doc Ozone on the apron, and I think Eric Johnson has had enough of Doc Ozone this evening. Talking smack, doesn't see Osirus. Doc Ozone holding on to Eric Johnson. Osirus is up. Sees an opportunity. Oh no, and Eric moves out of the way, and Doc Ozone onto the floor. Osirus didn't realize what he just did. And he also doesn't realize who's behind him. There's a big, strong man right behind him, and Eric with a swift punch to the face. Osirus reeling with the back forearm elbow. Lifts him up. This could be it, folks. Beautiful slam. 1, 2, 3. And the main local legend Eric Johnson gets the pinfall on Osirus. And Eric Johnson closing out another chapter in this battle between him and Osirus. Folks, I'm sure you won't see, this is not the last time you will ever see these two in a wrestling ring together. But this time around, it looks like Eric Johnson was able to gain the victory